Here we go. Let's see. Let's see your debris flight. Here let's put the fake in about it, and you're often left with a choice by one of those spot or don't party plane here. On a spot here, don't party plane here. To the case I made a well-traveled individual this year, yeah. Do you not know how too long he was staying here and which country he traveled to. He also hoped to travel ferry and not just plane here. Let's ask the departure ticket when checking in from his case on a flight ticket. Made an interesting flight here. Flight ticket in both cases in order to participate explanation situation. I never had this happen to me and travel a lot in this essay here. But you're at the mercy of the airline checking you in here. The mercy airline. You don't need a return ticket to be allowed part in a flight occasion. Or return ticket, but you don't require show document proof on what travel from the Philippines here. Okay? We'll ask you this is all in the immigration office here. I'll departing for a flight, but you need a return ticket, but you need to do require show documentary here. Or on travel here. You need to be allowed to depart in your ticket here. So proof, I don't know what I return home, so it makes sense to the return ticket here. The whole point. Already cancel your trip home here. You've already case because you wouldn't have to got in the first flight ticket here. I'll cancel your trip home here. Already cancel yeah. You now want the flexibility to go in whenever you want with that you could always say I'm not sure how many cases will be able to do the same in Europe here. Let's think about that for a moment here. Well, but most of the experts will ask proof of annual travel. You have to pay for check-in and also do some fast footwork to get onward ticket you need. But a sum of unfavorable cost to you, and this is the price of full flexible ticket here. Because plenty of the ticket will tell you never get asked, that's fine. But it's a risk of you take a real here. It's interesting about the Thailand case here. I'm flying one-way ticket to Thailand here case and check it out here case check here. But this is a concept what I mean is interesting proof on one ticket here case to Thailand to Bangkok here case I is here. Proof of onward travel. With a requirement, okay, so now what proof of the custodian solution. You spent 2 months around, okay, so now you're about to spend about 2 months in the case, and what you here, there's a proof on what travel here. One travel here. So what it is when here, travel spot here, could learn about quite a visit to then try. But it doesn't matter some countries. We just need to country Thailand. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look around here. Okay, we know the city where you're going here. Here we go. Insanity here. Spicy. Where place insanity. And those places contact as success. All of my information has been destroyed. The same was spot satellite. Insanity mix and spicy. Let's take a look at quest friend hotels here, case. Hot South catalog guy here, case. Okay. Burger after hours club here, and it was the same different thing around here, case. So we are going to Thailand in 3 weeks here. You have to be very ready. 3 weeks, and now we are gonna really counting the days, guys, and you're gonna do everything about it here. All energy, just putting this in, nothing else here. Putting everything. Physics, do you have to show your proof of on travel here? And then get at the port of entry to have a proof of travel here. Council 8 days and travel advice here. Well, even if there, I guess I'm gonna get some fake picture anyway here. Proof of a travel ticket here, I guess. We know that they don't need visa here, I guess, for me. What we don't know here, I guess, and we don't need to have visa before we get inside here. What we don't know necessarily is that those discussion check about it here. We can look for this airplane name, Norwegian here, because airplane, and which means the petition even knows what has previously required to you have the plane onwards here. Norwegian check it when departing flight into here. Last week, although I had programmed the cheap onward ticket from it last week, although I had programmed to keep it onward on our tail line. I was not even asked if I had one. Some sort of proof required. You can only get here, plug of your passport number while you check in counter. Ellen check electrical via your passport number while at the check-in counter, or was the check-in okay, just negligent this time here. The time I have ever been asking for a ticket when flying from here. Around here. I thought I relaxed the rules of this one. Someone asked it also not here. Asked recently at Telecom Airways and told here that I had nobody asked to see it here. You doubt they can check electronically. I doubt they can check electronically on the airline here. It's safe to say that not all airlines provide proof on work travel, a verified proof of on-travel travel here, I guess. They also have some numbers that it's a sort of database here. When leaving, that they are very strict on your having on work travel. Yeah? You can have a cheap refundable station. Officer, you cannot. It's a requirement. Refundable bus ticket here, I guess. What? You can have cheap. How can you have bus ticket for a country with this island here? Very good question here. Like, but there's so many country islands in it. There's a couple of the Philippines, Indonesia, our islands, Taiwan is island here. Okay? So you cannot go anywhere from those countries. It's not kind of a negative thing. But in this respect, it's that because the island it's better here. Nobody can walk them in and walk out here, which means that it's more a little bit relaxed about the immigration here. I mean, you can actually go boat there, okay? So in night time, unless there's a coastline, they don't have a radar station everywhere. You can just speedboat getting. I mean, anyway, the speedboat is much faster anyway than the local and they are not using it. It's impossible to just getting entry to except for Philippines, and nobody will ever see that thing. It just goes on except Palawan from except the Vietnam here to go in here, and nobody will recognize that you are even there, okay, so here. You can even go there, right? You didn't go so fast about it. I mean, they don't have no radar stations in the coast area. You can go there, guys. You can actually sail all around the world. Just think about it here, guys. Because it's not Philippines, especially. It's not a country where they're afraid. Maybe Indonesians are most likely to become in. When it's a poor country like Indonesia here, guys, especially here. Even they might have a kind of strict rules of who get in, they are not so concerned about every island here, guys. I mean, who's coming to Indonesia? They can look at some place like Sulawesi here. Well, you wonder what the fuck other nationalities, if you're looking for other nationalities, maybe there might be internal people, like it's more. Philippines might be one person who might be going to Sulawesi here. Well, who else here, okay? So even Papua New Guineans will not go there. Not Malaysians will go, not Vietnamese, everybody are more richer than the Indonesia, especially Sulawesi here, people here. So, it's critical, that's what I think about, because Sulawesi is so poor, it's most likely that Indonesia and even will people fuck about that thing here. I mean, the most important thing is poor countries. The same thing is, take some country like Niger here, okay, so Niger here, they don't have a proper, even Nigeria is still richer much than Niger here. They're not putting up, oh, the Nigerians coming from Nigeria, holy cow, or some other nations. They don't need to really protecting the borders much, okay? So I mean, poor country, most poorest countries don't really have amazing immigration enforcement about the immigration, but they don't really protect the borders for other people. So that's just usually fact about it. No matter how nationalistic the countries, if they are the most poorest of the whole one. The Yemen here is other country here, Saudi Arabia, Yemen here. Do you think about that there is some Yemeni border patrol make sure that the people of Saudi Arabia doesn't enter the Yemen? No way, that's not the case here. There's nobody Yemeni stopping of the people coming from Saudi Arabia. I don't think so here, guys. Why would you give a fuck about it here? The case, and so the country is much poorer here, guys. That's one of the classical things. Those Saharan countries are famous that they really don't have much any kind of border patrols whatsoever here. I mean, who wanna fucking patrol in some fucking thousands of kilometers of the desert here, guys, on here? Yeah, it's kind of impractical to be honest, the case on here. Whatever, this is the case. You get in a rules on the side of the bite you here. You ignore the rules and they suddenly bite you. I have a kind of refuse entry. This is just type visa here. We have two faces here. We refused entry at that morning. What is CM? Good. I like the question here. A person had to send a refused entry import. There's no visa and no onward ticket. It doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen, yeah. Is there a rule? Have we checked it here, guys? Most cases don't even give guys a second look to check the ticket. But most of the countries don't even give a second look or check a return ticket. I thought I wouldn't chance it. When you're a white man, countries even don't even give a second look. Second look passport here. That's kind of nice here. I mean, think about it. When you travel like so you can maybe always go here. I suffocate here. As quite Pierre was the entry for money. He had noticed if it's hotel he was staying, and when he asked for a name, he couldn't give a one here. Hotel here, Nana Hotel here, guess on here. We're looking for here. I'm staying in Nana Hotel, and he asked, he couldn't give a one here. He was meeting a Paul stay with him. He obviously took his phone from me. Phone said Paul, who didn't answer here. But the answer was sent to supervisor to sort it out. That's the last I saw for him. Who would have thought, I saw a party for a case. Pierre was the entry this morning as well. Told immigrants from my flight that they also were in negotiation with the senior officer when I left here. And you say, where there's a very funny looking red hat. The refusal to allow check-in event here. Mean from my head have given her also a flight number, but not a return one here. As the point I found it was a close, the gate closed, they didn't have the internet access to take out the flight number here. The same case was that I knew the exact date at time of the flight, I checked it, my case was on the phone. The company flight number let her make bad my fault here. I will say that the one petty office was of the war part this morning. We were captured behind the desk after being cried entry here, but they were moved here. People seems to be mixing experiences. In a case, so the center April at the 8 says, I heard the people being on an iPad XXX whenever Janet entry on arriving. Interesting here. Well, also fucking cold here, but maybe it's cold here. Everything under 25 is cold here, guys. So that's we know. Everything under 25 is cold here. And that's why the reason I hear, guys, because it's still cold. So as a deeper dwell, okay, so discretion, as a person in the case here. A flight date, checking it can verify your ticket, that's good to know. No ticket ratio, if you know the flight number, date, time, checking, I can verify your ticket, that's good to know here. I got a fake, I will let you that I had checked it before here. So get some kind of a fake date in front here. Now you also understand about this here. You can create about this kind of a fake here, I can check it here. Okay, here it is. Show me, my friend. Take a look around. Fake out the dates again. Don't pay anything on pompost or even multiple. What the hell is this doing, this machine here? There's a cover for not days here, guess I was there. It was like at 5 o'clock and now it's... I don't really understand very well. When I will check in with the ticket in the several databases here, but I thought that they have minded the most widely used one at check-in with this basic traveler's passport destination. Visa on my tab, yeah. Yes, there is Christian here, checking agent here. So that the very for onward ticket here. Now the ants cannot get through about this thing here, because the ants really cannot penetrate this anymore. Not all airlines have implemented this process, and not all airlines can look at the photo or can look at the verified proof on normal travel. All of the airline records, especially the bus here. How about it's a landline here, guys? Separate ticket itinerary for a travel departure visitors. You should carry a printout here. Printout, email, have it ready for display. Obviously, simply see the less expensive full promissory of the real visa here. Refunded no fee for refund. Tickets out of this there's so maybe so there are very few fully refundable no fee for refund here. Tickets available, no fee for refund here. So the best is threw away on who wanna pay for a Sin Hanoi here. Singapore to Hanoi here. What is FT on FT? I don't know what that name also here. I know there's the airport here. I confess I didn't actually understand the experience, but it sounds like his lady he was traveling from a station to here. Also was put the record of the repos on a separate ticket. She was elevated port. There's limited number of us and a woman entering the country here. Unlimited number of a woman. Like it's the at Shanky here. Only a number of a woman. That's a funny here, entering the country here, ASEAN. That's good job, yeah, I like that stuff here. Philippines do one thing good here, they make very difficult people get off here. especially some young people, young girls here, women here. That's me good here. That's me here that you have to go there to fuck them, I guess. It's like, you know, I feel pocketed to the no problem to Grayson with the chest star here. Coming soon, I guess, is triple entry here. Look at the post arrows that there's a Witcher here. Witcher on the Ellen record, and then also check it as a database site here. Well, that's interesting. On it requires them to check it at the end of the embassy site. And just stay flying to here, get what I'm going to schedule here. What's about it here? Well, no, it doesn't work here, so I think it's required. Enter visa exam here. That's interesting. So I had to really get, for sure, if I get there, I guess. I mean, they did go buy a real cheap ticket like here on Arsena. Phnom Penh. Is it okay? If you ask about it, like here, correct, Boardicate, is this ticket good? Do I need to get never been asked with here? Will only be asked of times from outside, yeah. In from outside Asia, yeah. Well, I suppose I've been asked it based when flying to case one way, the country that has no onward travel requirement outside gives or business visas a year. Well, like what a smart year. Sorry, but I don't much believe it's quite right. Whenever you must get have to have onward ticket. This is what the money islands were asking especially from you. Check all the process to be here. You don't need the onward ticket, so it's also you they said, but they also stated it's always up to airline even if one has a visa stamp here. It seems like I'm not the one who are enforced this year. I'm cheap, I don't want to pick out in this is cheap, but it's a false here. So there's a pluggy prices here. And special at the case it has it here. Online packet to show it if need to be here. You can get fake name here, guys. I mean, there are so many airlines here. Some Tiger. Think about the Philippines, guys. If you go except about this station, well, you can return ticket to any country. It can be any airline. Out of a Bangkok example, Thailand here, example, or even doesn't need to be if you go there. It can be anything what is go out of it here. Onward ticket here, guys. Okay, I have. But do you have an onward ticket? No, I will get onward ticket when I'm in Bangkok here. It's reasonable here, so it doesn't matter here. I mean, you cannot get airline, have a 5 different airline ticket here on Warshire ticket. Let's see, do they check everything here? Okay, Kenya Airlines here. Do we have a database? Tiger Airways, Jetstar here. They check here. Okay, fuck, we give up here, guys. It doesn't work here. No one holding a visa can be denied boarding by airline for not having normal travel plans for if they could, no one would share it when traveling, yeah. A team extradition can be denied, but then it's the airline's responsibility since the passenger was given the visa all of it. Try to was blame it that way. If traveling with a visa, one needs to prove a return on our ticket in here. We'll need to see proof of our ticket with the validity to visa even extra period. Haven't been seen here. Traveling here. There is nothing stopping you to book in a post trip out of it, or even saying you're leaving here country on craft here. This normally confuse the checking stuff or stops them in their tracks here. The only thing you have to prove is that you're leaving the Thailand Airlines now state by which is what of transport here. Official tracing is required here. Might be thipping about it a little bit here. You say, hey John, I'm going to get the bus ticket away from here. You're not gonna do it here, guys and gentlemen. I got a bus ticket with your related to flight ticket here. Do not need that, but it's up to you not to spend some money, unnecessary spend. I had to spray for my horse farm water to check. It took me a one phone call to try it. Within a 5 minutes I had a bus trip booked the case and horse said, see the thing is that if you go the case to buy I said it home, you can have an outbound pound ticket here. Does not say case a flight here. But the case is officially recorded. Yeah, the thing is that it has nothing to do with this since the case, and if you like to buy here, I'm sure you can get yourself a case of visa. The stuff is still passage to go buy this, and they let now. Sometimes checking stuff in it, tell person to go buy a train ticket, and they let them travel on one way here. I don't know what happens now that the case is no longer says tickets online here, SRT here. Now to buy tickets, okay, so next sure take place a private train tickets, but it's get you back for a plane ticket here. We left here. I will look at getting a 60 day case. Because the Pokemon from the pair. However, it would be returning as a start of trip to case a lot kind of topic case so now. A big case so yeah. What's the pair here yeah. I have tried many times the case then yeah. They have to prefer the rules otherwise när vi kommer på too much case now. Okay, plucking off this case also here. I was like pasting it in here. Did it do it enough? Plan. The plan tickets requires applicated for visa exhibit entries, yeah. There's no plan ticket requirement for entries with the visitors now, yeah. Okay. Onward travel. Let's get the name here, okay, so it doesn't matter. You can infinity time here, particularly. What is the name? The name is Norwegian Airlines here, which you already bought the ticket, okay, Ahoy. Here we go. Reservation. We return to number 5 here. Mail? Is that a name? The rating is here. Max exit the computers. That's interesting at the face about it here, guys. What the fuck are you doing around here? Do you know here, guys? I don't know here because anybody apparently it doesn't require a pro forma travel here, guys. Denied boarding on my travel climb here. Denied boarding here. That's interesting that the travel policy denied boarding here. You don't want to get denied boarding here. So it's better prepared, by the way. The fuck is denied boarding anyway here, guys? Before you actually get in airplane, lock out here. Well, we do the same in Europe. And so how many, let's think about the moment. For Airlines, the pin will ask you to prove normal travel, and if you don't have it, you'll be ready to check it. I've do this so fast. I don't know about it. Yeah, I don't say anything here, guys. Anyway, your opinions mean nothing here. I was boarding on a flight from the case to the overbooking here. As no one spoke, it was difficult to get information at the time here. They speak maybe Spanish here, okay, so that's a funny, what language they spoke if not English here. It's kind of surprised that there is international air traveling and nobody speak English. Okay, I might understand if it's some place like in Russia, deep here, guys, and I didn't speak here. As no one spoke, it was difficult to get information. Is this place they work whoop whoop here? It'd be nice here. And somebody else here. They could pay a compensation from it. Is there any compensation from her? She's still trying to sort this out when I have a response from here. She has now had to fly to Space Aviation Authority departed from Spain. Yes, she's missed her flight to Kaiser here. Dora is put there on the flight via potatoes in total here. If I want my ticket to Kaiser flight. So I had to get hotel and pay for the flight out in the money. So I had to travel, so how I say that they could not here, guys. Your flight to this, so you need to claim off them here, guys. Is the operating compensation from a denied boarding onward travel here. But how they know that here, guys, on a register here? Does it speak English? Well, what language did they speak there here? If your education denied here, guys, and if you registered, you was denied education. You had ticket and you was denied. How you say here, guys? There has to be some error stuff here, guys. Always make sure that there is some stuff on this airline case in here. Immediately when this happened here, have a proof here. Then I did record the camera about those people, guys. So who's take a camera like this, guys. I was denied pardon. Here is my video here. I was just guys near. I was denied pardon. Reading this thing here. Okay. Here's the time it takes my temptation here. Okay, so we will here, guys. I will put this video on YouTube. Okay, so here, YouTube, I make it know how fuck is airline here, guys. And here, the people wouldn't fly anymore your airline anyway. Here, okay, that's good. That's really is good, my friend. That's really here. Oh, you teach me everything. You are so fucking intelligent, my friend. There, I expected from me to good things, and you. I can't find this thing. Denied boarding here. Are you myself here? What are you doing here? What's yourself back here? Why everybody's watching me here, I guess. Lithium batteries in everybody. Every year I must get on off the here, case. At the airport off the case, then. If she was actually dinner body that always book, she should have been given appropriate dinner body statement, yeah. Appropriate, it's well explain all her rights and not only to claim, yeah. Before I behind the pot into the case of us are different, yeah. Alleged here. Did your case not reconfirm her flight before she went to guess this good offer here? Let that speak, I've got a comment here. Or whether the odds case, I just missed your flight, thought of a lot of noise to cover up here, case there. I have flown with the LCC Love. I have never heard of the else overbooking. I've flown with the HA hundreds of times here. Well, I will think about the Love LCC stand from Love Cost Carrier. That why they overbook here? Even in the sense that they overbook, especially here, they don't have much reputation to here. I mean, isn't it quite a bad so big aeroplane? Apparently, does not require to perform a travel here from to Thailand country here. Which is quite interesting. You should take a flight as well, you never get asked, that's a fine for education. In experience, it's the case you common to have a normal ticket when flying into here, to have a ticket here. I know, right case, I'm in a right traveling with a couple of who tried to flying here. When I were forced to buy one of the spot before paying all the chicken. For a two here, much more than it could have cost if because after the careful process of errors in advance here. So, one thing is about the know about it here. Is advanced here. We learn about that important lesson here that if you don't have a case and you know exactly here that what buy here, you always know what offer and when to buy here. So before you go, you don't have it's a little moment here. You're prepared to pay buy a ticket in the spot here. You know, okay, I know there's 29 dates in August return ticket here for very cheap, like 200. It's some special day instead spending a lot of time here. The question here. Okay, here it is, which I bought here, guys, right? How we know it you bought about here, guys? That's a very good question. And then you, because they have 4 hour time to free refund those tickets here, guys. So 4 hour, you can buy it, and then immediately after check, you can pop. I want to return my money here, and your money is returned back here, guys. All things was push everything front Polywaptor. Even the most reputable bank you can find here, guys. Advanced advantage in advance. Obviously, that have a return ticket on one travel because it's campus series. It was missed the air ticket on some ferry station. You can buy also other options the poor case here. It's very difficult to check all the systems, all everything is together here. You ship through a ticket example to contact is a little more because well, I don't think the blacklist about here. He said, oh, it was an accident. I will definitely here. People might be accident one accident here. If it's not abuse somebody here, guys. Oh, it was an accident. I was so sorry. But look at this ferry is a ticket here, guys. You check everything. Always ask. In fact, they won't be here. Eraser here. In front of them, if you turn up at the one of the shops, buy cash for one ticket here. The money here. Normally do in my opinion than in here. But they may be less concerned flying to get a if it gets order here. Let me just think about on one ticket here. Because it got ticket from last year. When I guys an upgraded, you wanna think about it here what kind of save heaven as two guys on afford it here. Even when we have a visa and advance pipes check-in stuff, I always wanted to see. And I check in stuff, have asked for one ticket, yeah. Well, don't wanna say who wanna talk me. The guy in front of us, when we were checking in for living, had a printout of a case. The guy in check actually for it here. That to check the ticket here, South Pacific. Oh, really? That's interesting. The guy in front of us, when we were checking in for a flight leaving Hong Kong here. Tiger flight, but the Tiger and JetBlue are the same here. Flying a Philippine airline here, that is still ask about it. Well, Ron Marchica was a victim here, and he did input all of the details in his computer and check the booking now. Well, that's interesting here. Because you guys always ask you. Tiger for Philippines here. Even when we have had a visa in advance in order passage to check stuff, I was wanted to see a normal ticket here, guys. We fly these 3 countries from Bangkok, Colombo, Singapore. Flying from these 3 airlines from Europe. All of what I was looking for, Hong Kong here, Kuala Lumpur, Singapore. Every time I check in the stuff, I have asked is an normal ticket here, guys. We're checking for flight leaving here. Just give a fake here, guys. We don't always here. Just put a fake here. They make us here. Just do fake here if you can. Oh, I'm so sorry. It was expected to do this thing. I don't know. It was not me. It was somebody else. I'm very sorry about this. If you are already in flying to Casey, it was through the immigration exit. It was when you land. So no worries there. But you cannot fly to Boracay from out of the Philippines right here. I don't know, do they have flight? You won't be put to the immigration accelerators when you land, so no worries there. Yeah, they don't have example here. There's a different terminal while they're landing about it here. So Boracay to Manila, they don't have much immigration checking that flies around it. I mean, everybody that's the case in there. There's different terminals. Some terminals are the case in this kind of landing terminals that they check every people. So not the case terminals, they just let that through about here. It's like an immigration terminals here. It's like they have an internal immigration check for internal travel here. If you don't want to cancel, is to buy a return ticket that you know that you won't use here. To buy cancel. Flying into in the case of my partner bought the case a ticket on it here. But there's also for Philippines also, okay, so other countries here. There's also airlines, okay, so what are here? There's a lot of airlines, okay, so Catway Airlines, all kind of airlines like here, okay, so do the top check everything. Take some airline with their most unlikely to check here, okay, so you have a 3 different tickets here, so think about that day. It gets moment here, okay, I was prepared very good. In case of front, I didn't have one and I had to buy an expensive one at the spot here, okay, so a really expensive one on the spot here. Okay, you buy the cheapest here, okay, so as you said, you're already prepared before you take aeroplane event here. Nobody's the cheapest price ticket. I have Kotakinala, but here, it's always a little bit questionable Kotakinala, but